Coach, we are about 15 miles or so west of downtown Phoenix at State Farm Stadium in the Arizona suburb of Glendale. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Arizona Cardinals. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Under 10. 10. Yeah. Double up. He's coming, double up.
On first down, Winters. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go.
Second down, Murray sets to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Andy Isabella was the intended target. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Go. 280. Let's go. Watch safety. Let's go. Great. Safety.
Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Defense wins championships, baby.
To throw, it's Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too.
And I love what he told us this week before the game. He talked about how much time they spend working on pass rush moves, every position, because anyone could go after the quarterback in their defense, and you can see how they've all absorbed their lessons.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. And that will be incomplete.
As my dad used to tell me all the time, when you're getting ready to play a big-time game, especially when you have one going into a dome setting, better strap it up tight because that crowd can really affect things.
Especially on 3rd downs like the one we just saw there with the incompletion. One will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. That would have been from way downtown. Pretty big roll of the dice, and he comes up a bit short.
Yeah, you knew when you saw the holder setting up on the other side of the 50 that this was going to be a long shot. But to me, there's really no loss here because you've shown confidence in him. Kicking it from a long distance, that'll pay dividends. And the miss, you can shake that one off. He wasn't likely to make it in the first place.
They'll run on first down. Winters, and down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
At the 44-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D.
On 2nd down, here's Murray. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Switch.
They run the counter. Winters. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
2nd and 5 at the 31-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Tighten up. Pull it together.
Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. They'll check this one down to Michel. Give him 2 yards on that play, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Henry, Mike is 59. Mike the 59. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want none. You don't want it. Mike's 59. Mike's 61. Match box. Right. What? Oh, you gonna take it.
Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. And able to find Kirk complete. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Murray now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. First down, Murray. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
You can't block me. You can't. You can't block me.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. Oh, he sheds himself free. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
I remember watching Derrick Henry come out of Alabama and sitting with some scouts, and one of the debate points with him was, while at Bama, how often did he have to deal with contact near the line of scrimmage? They were so good up front that he often got to the second level pretty easily. I think he's starting to answer those questions with runs like that. He's a physical guy.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Shotgun now for Wentz. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Lefty. Top dog.
And he whips that one incomplete there. Juju Smith-Schuster the target once again. And that'll bring up second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Tokyo! 43 is the mic, boy, 43. Check, 43.
Wentz. He's got it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on third down. Now Wentz again to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Line of scrimmage, the 2. They can still get a first down if they just get a yard out of this on 4th and very short. Going for it with Sanders. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And that will force a turnover on downs. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. On first down, Winters. And he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 4-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
I got you, boy.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And nothing but daylight ahead. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, touchdown, Cardinals. Kyler Murray, 96 yards. And the Cardinals are able to show off their quick strike ability. Now the try here for the point after. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Here we go, D. Here I come. Here I come.
Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. Man open, it's J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. 17 yards and a first down for Philly.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Here we go. We're waiting. Let's get it. Great 57.
Check 50. Check 50.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. As Sanders has it poked free.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
You draw forfeit.
On 1st down, Wentz. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Check.
Team spill.
43. Mike, 43. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Into the red zone. Wentz. This is caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Juju Smith-Schuster. His 2nd touchdown on the season as they are now on the board here in the first half. McManus's point after is good, and that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Here we go.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing now is Murray. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down.
Hey, check Mike 47. Check Mike 47.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
3rd and 2, and here's Murray. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
Let's go.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 19-yard line.
Check Nickel. Check your hot read.
Now Wentz on the bootleg. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
12 yards on the return that time. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
4 down, even. Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic.
Here's Murray from midfield. Eluding the pressure right. That ball complete to Isabella. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Watch 52. 52's the mic. Let's go, D. Big Sears right here. What's up? Big Ed, Big Ed, Big Ed. What up?
On second down now, Winters. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. What? Go.
On play action, it's Murray. And this is incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Check, 47. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Oh, yeah.
Murray again, 2nd and 10. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Check three, check three, check three.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And he comes back with one complete. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And his kick is indeed good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Watch out.
Sunday.
Hey.
Throwing is Wentz. Open man, Rwtaka18's. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
And an Eagle first down.
Go. 180. Hey, empty.
Wentz now on first down. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. They'll run on first down. Sanders. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10.
He's not going to get me.
Working from the gun, Wentz. It's caught by Sanders. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll make it a second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Throwing now is Wentz. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. A first down carry for Henry. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
At the 15-yard line.
Go. 20! 55!
We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go.
2nd and 5 now. Wentz. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. From the gun, it's Wentz. Got a man open, it's Ertz. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point from McManus is good, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14.
Eagles 14.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, too well for most.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
Draw play. This is Henry. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Second and 5 now. Wentz. The Sanders has got it complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Eagles have taken the lead. McManus's point after is good, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
Cardinals 17.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Here's second and 10 now from the 29.
So don't say nothing.
Back to the air on second down, it's Murray. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona. Now a play fake here on first down. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
45-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now Murray again. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
Out routes are always timing routes, and if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he led him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass.
Check, cross, cross.
Throwing again, Murray. And able to find Kirk complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 35. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Murray now, 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10.
Watch the screen. That's it. Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52. Set up.
Murray now on first down. He's going to air one out. And that'll wind wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Murray to air it out again. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
It's 4th down.
So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. And this one is right through. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Wentz going to throw. Catch is made by Arcega-Whiteside. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Yo! Check 3, check 3, check 3. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash.
A final shot before half for Wentz. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath, as now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9. And it'll be back to a 3rd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing, often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on third down.
Great 15.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And he's going to have the connection to Foster. That one goes for 8 yards.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this, when he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
To throw, it's Wentz. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 46. Wentz's throw taken in by Sanders. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Henry running right. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Go. 120. Sunday. Chopper.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Derrick Henry, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments. Let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half, Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. That ball complete to Isabella. Touchdown, Cardinals! Andy Isabella. His second touchdown of the afternoon as his guys have cut the lead down to 2.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
They made the decision to go for 2. They didn't get it. They remained down by 2 points. Should they have kicked it there?
A third quarter, I'm okay with it. Maybe first or second, you don't. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, again, I keep coming back to I don't like to chase a lot of points.
Yeah.
But I also don't know what kicking an extra point being down 1 does for me.
So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Another run here with Sanders. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Squeeze, double. Hey, watch it. Check, hot route. Hot.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here we go. Here I come.
On second down, Winters, a pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And he's going to go down. But a penalty flag down as well. And if this is offsides, it's going to be a first. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On first down, Winters. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. That goes for 14 yards, first down Cardinals.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half. Yeah,
and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They go play action here on first down. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Keep playing hard.
Brings up second and 7 at the 42-yard line.
Let's get it.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7.
Any day. Shit.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long.
We want it. Come to my work. Go. 41's coming. 41's a mic.
Here's Murray from midfield. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 35. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. Andy Isabella was the intended target. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
They'll run on first down. Sanders. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
180! Great Great 15. Great 15.
On 2nd and 9. Wentz. Open man. Here's Foster. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Working from the gun. Wentz. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. This is caught inside the 15. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Jadeveon Clowney, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further.
43 is the mark, boy. 43. Check, 43.
Throwing now is Wentz. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
43 is the mic.
82.
43 is the mic. 43 is the mic.
Now Wentz. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by Deontay Thompson. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
On 1st down, Winters fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Second and 9 now from the 21.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again.
They'll keep it on the ground. Winters. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. The tally there, -2 yards. Brings up 3rd down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
52's the mic. Watch Mike. Watch Mike.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. On play action, it's Wentz. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw is Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 6. Again, it's Wentz. Got an open man. It's Foster. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Wentz on the give to Sanders. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
On 2nd and 7, Wentz. Got a man open. It's Ertz. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Carson Wentz with touchdown pass number 4 on the afternoon. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Extra point from McManus is good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field in this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's going to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Murray now, perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Check 26, check 26.
First down, Murray. Looking middle, and that's complete. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
Second into his prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
59. Hey, let's get this, get this. Zoom, zoom. 59.
They'll keep it on the ground. Winters, and he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line.
Now Murray off play action. And he's got his man on the out route. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 22-yard line. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Murray going to lead his guys up 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Murray now. And it's caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A 15-yard touchdown grab as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. Extra point attempt here still to come. And the lead is down to 2. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Wentz now on 1st down. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
You better be afraid of me. Shift! Watch the shift!
They'll run with Sanders. He's got the first down here inside the 30 and all the way down to the 25-yard line. 20 yards on both of those plays back-to-back there. They are moving now. It's another first down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Check 43. Check.
Go.
Check.
Right back to Sanders on first down. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing.
Jim.
Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
The Eagles in the victory formation as they take a knee. So here now is Brandon McManus in a big spot. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Eagles, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Arizona, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.